Hello students, interior of skull is divided into two parts for study purpose. One, this inner surface of calvaria, and here the second part, that is interior of base of skull. Inner surface of calvaria, this shows this sagittal suture, coronal suture, lambdoid suture. In the middle line, you can see groove for superior sagittal sinus. So this is known as sagittal sulcus. So this is the sagittal sulcus. And this sagittal sulcus, it lodges superior sagittal sinus. Superior sagittal sinus is a venous channel inside this cranial cavity. Anteriorly, this sagittal sinus, it extends till the here frontal crest. Posteriorly, this sagittal sulcus, it continues with the transverse sulcus. Now, anteriorly, this bony ridge from the frontal bone, this is known as frontal crest. This frontal crest and lips of this sagittal sulcus, this gives attachment to the upper margin of this dural fold, that is the falx cerebri. This is a sickle shape, you can see it is like a sickle shaped dural fold. At its upper margin, it is attached to this lips of this sagittal sulcus. At its upper margin, it splits. Therefore, it splits into two parts to enclose the sagittal sinus. Here you can see. Imagine that this is like the dural fold. It is splitting into two parts, and at its upper margin, it's containing this superior sagittal sinus, which is a venous channel of the brain. There is irregularities on each side of this sagittal sulcus. These irregularities are because of the lateral lacunae and arachnoid granulation. This arachnoid granulation help in absorption of cerebrospinal fluid into this venous channel. As age advances, these granular pits, they increases and they deepens. So these irregularities are found more as in old age skull. On inner aspect, you can see many vascular grooves. These many vascular grooves which are produced by the meningeal vessels. So the middle meningeal vessels, here they are forming these vascular grooves. In front of this lambda, around 3.5 centimeter in front of it, you can see the parietal foramina are present. This parietal foramina connect this superior sagittal sinus with the extracranial veins by means of emissary vein. So these parietal foramina are transmitting the emissary vein, which are connecting superior sagittal sinus with the extracranial veins. Coming to the interior of base of skull, if you observe it, now this is anterior part, this is posterior part. You can see this interior of base of skull, it is arranged in three steps or three terraces. So here, this is the uppermost step, then this is the middle, and this is the lower. So this is divided into this part. This is the anterior cranial fossa, next to it middle cranial fossa, and posteriorly posterior cranial fossa. Margin which is separating anterior cranial fossa from middle cranial fossa is this posterior border of lesser wing of sphenoid on each side, and in the middle anterior border of sulcus chiasmaticus. So this is forming the boundary between anterior and middle cranial fossa. This line of separation between middle and posterior cranial fossa is this upper border of petrous temporal bone on each side, right and left side. and in the middle there is this dorsum celli. So this is forming the boundary between middle and posterior cranial fossa. Thank you.